This is our project. It's transferred machine vision techniques for waste sorting, and it's presented by Amon, Sarah, and Gerard. And we all belong to the Department of Computer Science. So allow me give an introduction to our project. And I'm here to say that waste management in Uganda faces significant challenges. This is not sometimes, it's due to rapid urbanization and economic growth that have led to a surge in waste generation. So this exceeds the capacity of collection and disposable system. So open dumping and rudimentary burning practices are prevalent, causing severe environmental pollution and health hazards. So here we come in with the modern waste sorting facilities that can significantly improve waste management in Uganda. So the labor-intensive traditional methods sorting are not efficient. So we come in with machine learning. It doesn't need a lot of labor and it's really efficient. So allow me also to talk about the related works of our project. And with this, we as a group related to the works of the past researchers, and with waste classification using machine learning models, it has been extensively researched in the recent years. So here we explore some of the key studies relevant to our investigation. One, allow us to talk about deep learning for municipal solid waste classification, and it was that was 2020, where this study actually employed the CCN architecture for waste image classification, achieving high accuracy on a large data set. However, the research only focuses on a general waste categories. Yeah, and it might not be directly applicable to the specific waste composition found in Uganda, particularly. So the other one is interpretable machine learning for waste sorting, and that was 2020 also. And this research emphasizes the importance of interpretability in waste classification models. So they propose taking enhanced model transparency, which aligns with our focus on understanding the model's decision-making processes for improved trust in Ugandan waste sorting systems. So we also came up with problem statements. This says that manual waste sorting in Uganda is often slow, it's efficient, and lacks consistency. So additionally, limited resources might resist investment in sophisticated sorting technologies. Furthermore, we talk about black box machine learning models. This can be difficult to implement, hindering trust and transparency in waste management practices. So allow me call upon my next colleague to take us through the research objectives.
Thank you so much. So with our objectives for research, we one of them was waste classification, develop machine learning models that can accurately classify waste into different categories during sorting. We had image labeling, algorithms to identify correctly label the different waste category images, thus easing disposal to respective grounds. So our contributions in research, we focused on the modified CNN architecture known as multi-level hierarchical CNN. This model aims to achieve high classification accuracy for waste commonly found in Uganda, while maintaining interpretability to understand the features considered for waste type determination. We compared the performance of the multi-level CNN to other models like Vision Transformer, Support Vector Machine, KNN. Our goal was to identify the most effective and transparent approach for automated waste classification in Ugandan sorting systems, considering factors like accuracy, interpretability, and computational resource efficiency. This can contribute to improved waste management practices, resource recovery, and environmental sustainability in Uganda. So our methodology, we had data acquisition. We had to get data sets from TrashNet. We had data reprocessing, all images. So we had to reprocess all the data to ensure all images are consistent and improve their model performance, like resizing, the normalization, address data imbalances. So we had to use techniques like data augmentation to artificially increase data size and diversity. This is basically if you are using the efficient nets. So one of our methods we had to use the exploratory data analysis. Here we had to analyze the data set to understand the distribution of different waste categories. Yeah, machine learning model selection, we had to select which model was actually efficient. So if I look at this, so our next, so here visualization of the methodology. But let me first talk a little more about the ADA. The previous slide. Yeah. So we had to, use we had to choose which model was efficient. And if I look at doing data reprocessing, this was basically we're using efficient nets to actually reprocess the data and in different ways by resizing it, normalization, and looking for data imbalances. So this helped us a lot This helped us a lot to actually classify our waste. So visualization of the methodology, we use Vision Transformer to analyze images by breaking them down into smaller patches and analyzing the relationships between them. Yeah. So we can see we have our multi-head here and classification results. So we have, this is a transformer encoder where the images are actually transformed into patches. So we input the images here at the left-hand side, and the images are reprocessed into the encoder, and then the encoder is able to identify the images and classify them to give us the results. Next slide. So we also have the multi-level hierarchical CNN. This model excels at balancing accuracy with interpretability. It analyzes images through a series of layers, progressively extracting features like shapes and textures. Unlike standard CNNs, MLH CNN allows us to understand which feature contribute most to the classification decision. So you can see data augmentation here, where we have, this is our original waste, and data is reprocessed into like different waste materials. So we have, and we can use things like random scaling, flipping, translation, and rotation to give us these results. So this is later also transferred into a CNN extraction model where a layer where the images are restructured to give us different image features, which later is also taken into another chamber for data normalization to give us the final result. So data is actually reprocessed in different ways, as I talked about earlier before.
Thank you, Gerard. So
yeah, so I'll call.
All right, thank you, Gerard. As he has clearly stated, these two models, the MLHCNN and the visual transformer, but we used 4 of them. So here we only indicated 2 of them. And now to do the model evaluation for the results, to choose which of the model is the best, since our aim was to choose which of the 4 models will excel at providing the most accurate results. As my colleague already stated, we used the dataset from TrashNet, and this dataset basically had over 2,000 images, and these images were in categories or classes of glass, paper, cardboard, plastic, metal, and this other just trash. So we used the metrics we used was accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 score. And the models were the Vision Transformer, the MLHCNN, the KNN, and the SVM. So from the results we got, as you can clearly see, that the Vision Transformer outperforms the rest of the 4 models, since it breaks down the image into sizable patches that can easily be identified compared to the MLHCNN. So from the results, you can see that a Vision Transformer performs better than the rest, and then MLCNN comes in next, and the rest follow. So as the trend is now, Vision Transformers are taking over, since they attain high accuracy in terms of the F1 score and the other metrics. Yes. As he has also talked about the ED analysis, these are some of the analysis of the dataset we used. As you can see, this is the composition of the dataset: the recyclable, the non-recyclable, and the organic. So we used to analyze this dataset of ours, we used histograms, plot boxes, and scatter diagrams. Unfortunately, let me check it out here in the report. No, I'm sorry, I can't access the report now, but we visualized it further. We indicated the histograms, the scatter diagrams, to show the different composition of the waste materials, which had of the dataset, which had the glass, cardboard, and the rest, and we visualized all those in graphs and histograms. So to give just a conclusion of what we presented is that we've seen that visual transformers are promising in classifying images because they attain high accuracy, and are they able to capture all the dimensions of the data, it enables us to see the relationship between the image features, unlike the other types of models. So, however, we had limitations to our study, in which this included one able to carry out interpretability of our model using the XAI. So that's what we look forward to doing in the next step. We look forward to being able to interpret the results, the XAI results, and we also we deployed our model. We were able to deploy our model. However, it also gave us some trouble, but finally we were able to do it. And then, as I've said, for the future work, we look forward to being able to enhance our data interpretability. And we also hope to look at the explainability of these models, since the main aim, one of the objectives of our project was to work on the interpretability of the models, since currently most of the models we have are black box nature, but now we look forward to building models that can easily be interpreted by the layman. That's all we had for you. These are the references from the different papers that we looked at to come up with this. Some of them were the papers that we did for our review. Yes. With that, I'd like to say thank you.